crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi, and finally, I've got some more guests on. My guests today are Maeve Arnold. I don't know if you can see her with this thing in the way. This is Maeve Arnold. She's got cooler glasses than I do. Maeve watches my show on YouTube. Isn't it crazy? I love it. How many episodes have you watched?
A lot.
A lot of episodes. So I said, come on the show. So Maeve is here, and also I have Abbie Brouker, who is over here. Abbie is from my town. Maeve is from where?
Fairfield?
Fairfield, Connecticut. Here I was the whole time saying we've got a girl coming from Massachusetts. Oh, I got it all mixed up. And Abbie Brouker is from Farmington. Maeve, how old are you?
I'm 10.
She's 10. So that's what grade? 6?
5th.
Fifth grade. Oh my God. And Abbie, how old are you?
13.
13, and she is with my daughter at IAR in Farmington. And you're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
8th grade. So today, I'm just going to mention this quickly. This is not why I had them on the show, but it is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And Abbie is a cancer survivor. How many years have you been in remission?
I think 11.
Like 10, 11?
10 or 11.
So she was a little girl and had cancer. So it's crazy to think that, you know, people that are older are like thinking about the wrinkle they have and they need that Botox like now. And just think of these heroes and how this is just amazing that I've got 2 girls that have both had some health issues on this show alive with a heart beating. So I think I'm going to hold off on my Botox. Maeve, you had a condition. I thought it was a brain condition, but I got it all mixed up. Like I mixed up everything. What kind of condition did you have?
I had a hole in my heart.
She had a hole in her heart. Can you imagine? Whoa. And how old were you when you found out?
Like 6.
Like
or
6.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. So, and you had an operation, it's all fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So we don't need to talk about that anymore because we're never going to get anything done. But let's put our canvases here. What we're going to do, I thought we would paint a sunset or a sunrise because, you know, when you go through things like these 2 heroes have done, you just want to see the sun rise in the morning and have a heartbeat. So I'm so excited to have them on. So we're going to do a sunrise or a sunset. It's sort of going to look like sea with rocks. Have you ever painted at school like a sunset?
I have.
You have? No? Do you both do you have a nice art teacher?
Not
kind of.
really.
Not really. I hear that a lot. They need me. Come to Hartford.
Yes.
Oh, Blue Hills Avenue, baby. So here's what we're going to do. We have these colors. I put blue, red, yellow, another yellow, and a red.
Can we mix colors?
And they've already been mixing. And they said, Mrs. Lombardi, do you have any paint, white? And I'm like, white for what? And they said, because red and white makes pink, and we want pink in our sunset. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to start by just making our own sunsets. And every now and then, I'm going to hold them up, and we're just going to chat and paint like we usually do. So let's start by making your sunset. So I'll show you mine in a minute, but just you can mix whatever you want, and I'll show you how I'm going to do mine. I'm going to start. A lot of people, we got to start with the horizon line. I forgot. So they have a horizon line already, and I'm going to put mine kind of on the. Oh, that happens. It didn't dump everything over. These easels can be crazy.
We have our horizon line.
So they are showing their horizon line, and we're all kind of on the bottom because if we go toward the top, we're not going to have any sky. So we're going to kind of make a beach sunset. So here's what we're going to do. I'll kind of move like this, just so you can see a little, okay? And we'll hold them up, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to do, you know what? I like their pink. So I'm going to take this magenta here, and I'm going to start with pink. And remember, girls, the more water you add, the more it spreads, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So now I have friends in Fairfield. Do you play tennis, Maeve?
No.
What kinds of things do you do? Dance?
I'm going to start volleyball.
Oh, it's so fun.
And I did boxing.
And boxing? Like kickboxing or like real boxing like Mike Tyson?
Both.
Really? Oh my God, that's so cool. That's great. Well, you know what? I don't need to box because if anybody comes up to me, I've got my mace. I love it. I hope I don't shoot myself in the eye with it, but sometimes you need this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, you do. So we're doing pink. A lot of times when the sky is pink, and I kind of go like this, Maeve, I'm kind of fast like that, but you don't have to be because I'm kind of sloppy. But we're going to see, and we don't compare. You know, sometimes people come over the house and they say to my daughter, who's better at art, me or her? And I'm like, seriously? Like I'm going to say, you know, it's my daughter. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do some purple, which is, everybody wonders, how do you make purple? Well, it's red and blue mixed together, but I'm using this magenta because I'll get a nicer purple. And it could be a sunset, sunrise. A lot of people put the sun in the sky. So Maeve, do you live near the beach?
Kind of.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of, what's the beach we go to, Abby?
Rocky Neck.
We go to Rocky Neck a lot. And we do a lot with the Brokers. Do you have friends that you and your mom and dad hang out with and kind of go to the beach together?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Kind of.
It's so fun. I don't think you know Alex Shaper, but she's from Fairfield. I think she's older. She goes to some school in Fairfield called like RSS or I forgot what it's called. It's an elementary school. What would it be called? South something RSS or I don't know what it's called. I forgot. But they're kind of near the water. And do you go out to dinner a lot in
Yeah, sometimes.
Fairfield? We're gonna have to come. Abbie and I are gonna go on a road trip. We're gonna come visit you. Right, Abbie? You'll come, right?
Sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, we went camping with Abbie. Have you ever been camping?
No.
No?
No.
Well, we kind of glamp it up because her parents know how to glamp. They've got it all. The first thing they do is what, Abbie? They prepare for what?
Rain.
Hot rain, which is so smart because I would just put up the tent not even thinking that all the food is going to go bad when it rains again. And it's raining right now. It's always raining when I'm here. It just happens. So if you mix in some colors, you know, sometimes I mix the yellow in. Yellow and purple make brown, just so you know. So if I go in with the yellow, I'm going to be very careful where I put it because, see, I'm going to show the girls here. See, if I put the yellow with the purple, yellow and purple make brown.
Ew.
Blue and orange make brown, and red and green make brown. I was just telling the Jamoki kids this morning, and they couldn't believe it.
Ooh, that's a pretty color.
They mixed it all together. They mixed the red, the yellow, and the blue. And I'm like, yeah. You're not going to get anything but brown mixing all that together. Yeah. So do you have any older brothers or sisters?
I have 2 older brothers, one 18 and one 16.
18 and 16?
And then my sister is 14.
She is?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Do you have to share a room with her or no?
Yeah.
You do? That's really nice, you know. That is nice.
Sometimes.
I remember
Sometimes.
I don't know. I think it's nice. And do you ever steal like her cat or her clothes or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Shoes, you do?
We,
Yeah.
we share hoodies.
Yeah, do you do? Oh gosh. And Abbie, tell us, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have an older brother.
Older brother.
He's 15.
He's 15, like my kid. And they play baseball together.
Yes.
And Abbie's mother is on the board of education. Can you believe it? She won easily. You know why? Everybody knows her. Because she coaches. She's involved. She doesn't just snoot around town asking for votes. She gets the votes. Everybody's like, that girl runs the whole Little League, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Her mother was like president of the Little League. Well, maybe not president. What was she? Something.
I don't know.
In charge of a lot. So we love doing stuff with them. Mm-hmm. And how about, do you go to the same school as your sister, or does she go to a different one?
Elle goes to middle school and I go to elementary.
You do? Oh, it's so fun. Oh my gosh. And what does she like to do for sports or dance or?
She does rowing.
Oh, she does rowing.
Yeah.
For the crew team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Was he going to do that, Abbie?
Yeah, but then he didn't want to.
They decided they like baseball. So Maeve's mother and I, we've known each other forever. And I haven't seen her. She walked in the door tonight. And I'm like, she looks the same. My sister and I loved her. And her name is Ann Spellacy. We love her. So if you're watching from Northampton, Ann Spellacy is sitting behind me. Oh, so fun. Would you say your mother's strict or like me and just kind of, not that strict? Is she strict about who you hang out with? I'm kind of strict about that.
No,
Nah?
yeah,
It's
doesn't really
definitely
care.
strict
Yeah, I
about
kind of
that.
picked my kids' friends for a long time. Then I had to stop because they were like, Mom, we can do it. I'm like, well, didn't work out so well when you were little. And what about pets? Do you have any pets?
No.
No pets.
I have a dog and a cat.
Abbie has a dog and a cat, and the dog's name is what?
Bruin.
Bruin, of course. They're huge sports fans.
What's my
Right
brother
before I got here, Cannoli got loose. That's one of our hamsters. It gets loose every. Yeah, Cannoli got loose. He gets loose all the time, so he's running around the house, and we don't care. One time we had a hamster. Have you ever had a hamster?
No.
Oh, they get loose. We had a hamster named Larry. Have you ever heard of Larry, Abbie? Mm-hmm. Larry was loose for 3 years, and then he showed up in the basement in the sink. I couldn't even believe it. 3 years he was loose. It's crazy. So my sunset is kind of pink and yellow. I'm so glad they told me to make a sunset with pink and yellow because it's so fun. And then I'm going to show them, and they're going to show theirs, but they're not ready yet. You know, because
Nope.
I'm fast.
We're not.
I'm going to show this here. And at the very end, we're going to add a silhouette, like with black. It's so fun. Do a lot of your friends dye the tips of their hair, like colors? You know, right here?
sometimes.
They do?
Not really
No.
for me.
How about kids your age, tattoos?
No.
No?
Too young.
Probably like fake tattoos.
Fake tattoos. That's what I did. I just drew it on with a Sharpie. My husband, he went crazy. He thought it was real. I drew a shamrock, and I'm so good at art that I came home with a big shamrock. I'm like, Tone, look what I got. I got 2 of them. I got another one somewhere else. I thought he was going to die. And then I said, just kidding, it rubs off. It's just Sharpie. But it's fun. You can
How
just
does
draw on
Sharpie
yourself.
rub off?
Sharpie, you have to use a lot of soap and water, but it does come off.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it does. And then it does. I'm going to put some red in mine. See, girls, I'm just adding this bright red. I don't know why. So easy. You don't even have to look. Look
Mine's
at that.
not even like blended.
Unbelievable. And I never even get I don't get any paint on my clothes, ever.
Not really happening.
There's too much glare. My cameraman, Joe, he's talking to me through my earplug. Isn't it fun? I can hear everything he's saying. Yeah, so I'm going to put it back on there. And we have tons of time. I was telling my kids today, 13 minutes, see? People think it's like, oh my God, we better go, and it's tons of time. Yeah, it is tons of time. And Maeve, someday, we're gonna have to do something. Maybe over break, we'll do something. We're gonna definitely have to go get down to Fairfield. Fairfield is a beautiful town.
I don't think I've ever been.
Let's have the girls show their pictures, Joe said.
Okay.
So we'll get mine out of there. So we have 2 different versions. Aren't they gorgeous? Gorgeous. Yours kind of looks like clouds going up into the sunset, which happens. It's so funny. There's no such way to make a sunset. There just isn't. Isn't it good, Joe? Yeah, so we got one cameraman. They were flying drones. Do you ever have a drone? What about your brothers?
Oh, my brothers might have.
Yeah. We're hooked on the drones. You ever have a drone, Abbie? One of
Yeah,
those?
we used to.
Oh, you did? Isn't that fun? So yeah. So back to the. Just wondering what hospitals you guys were treated at. You were in Boston. Didn't you have to move back to Massachusetts?
Yeah, it was Boston Children.
And do they treat you like gold? Like fantastic,
Yeah.
right? I know, right?
They
Yeah,
did
but you're
my
doctors
hair
too.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And are you like friends with them for life?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You too, Abbie? Abbie has a shout out. What's that doctor that your mother goes crazy over? I know there was tons of them. Leslie or something. She was
Where is it?
She was at the Hole in the Wall camp when you went there. That was cool.
Dr. Gillen
Dr. Gillen. Thank you,
at
Dr. Gillen.
Connecticut Children's.
She took us to the Hole in the Wall camp. I couldn't. I wish I had my Kleenex. It was so. It was heart wrenching. It was amazing what people do. And then, did they have a program like where you got to meet someone, or maybe someone came into the hospital, like a dog or a therapy thing, just to make it nicer for you?
Yeah.
They did. What kind of
Yeah.
stuff did they do for you?
Painting.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, you did painting with like a nurse?
Yeah.
Really? Isn't that so nice? And how about Abbie? What kinds of nice things did people do for you when you were sick?
Some people got me gifts.
Gifts, yeah.
And then we also did a lot of like artwork.
And didn't you get to meet some famous people?
Yeah, I met some Patriots players, I think.
She met some Patriots players. And I know you met Pedro Martinez because I saw
Yeah.
a picture of you.
We also
She
met
was
some of the
sitting-
Red Sox players
She got to
when I
meet-
was really little.
She was really little. Isn't there a picture of you on Pedro Martinez's lap?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like reading together. It's crazy. And then your brother got to shoot pool with
Yeah, we also did pool with them.
They got to shoot pool with the Red Sox players. So it's so nice when athletes, and thank you to all our people that do that for kids like this, because really these are our true heroes. I know, Gronk and Tom Brady, I know you're a hero, but also these kids that go through this kind of stuff are heroes. So think twice before you are having a bad day, you know what I mean?
My brother split his spleen.
He did?
Yeah, he was on like one
He
of those.
split his spleen. Really?
Yeah, he was on a bike.
Yeah?
And he went off the ramp and the handle.
Went
And
right in?
Yeah.
Oh! And who was he with? Was he with any family members?
Yeah, he was with a friend.
With a friend? And
Yeah.
what did they do for help?
Well, they called my mom, and
my
then
gosh.
my mom was gonna go drop us off, but my brother started throwing up blood.
Oh.
So we decided to just go to the doctor's office.
And did he get admitted right into the ER?
Yeah.
And did he have to have an operation?
That's like
Yeah.
terrible.
He went to Maria Ferreira in New York.
Really? Maria Ferreira, it's called?
Yeah.
Wow, these are some amazing hospitals out there. Actually, Abbie didn't you live at the Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
I don't
Probably wasn't. She doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember.
It was
But
so
now when we
long
go to
ago.
Fenway Park, that we know to park near the Ronald, we park at Brookline, right?
Yeah.
I think every time we do. So we avoid all the traffic. It's so fun. And then, looks gorgeous. And I bought these brushes before I got here. I went to Jerry's Artorama. Oh my gosh. It was like the West Farms Mall. It was huge. I didn't even know. It was huge. I couldn't believe it. What kind of malls do you have where you live?
We have the Trumbull Mall. And
Trumbull Mall.
And then in Norwalk, there's a new mall coming.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Do you ever go to the Brass City one in Waterbury on your way back, or no?
No, not
No.
really.
And then we went to there's a restaurant sort of on, it's very popular. It's next to the movie theater in Fairfield on the main street. And it's like, it has outdoor seating. It's so nice. I forgot what it's called, but everybody goes there. It's like the Old Village Tavern or something like that. I can't remember. Right? Old Village Tavern. Have you ever gone?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
No?
Going, but
It's my favorite place in Fairfield.
really?
I love it. The tavern, yeah. It's like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Don't you love it? Oh, I love it. I'm going to put some more. I'm going to make some more purple, but if I mix purple with white, I'm going to get lavender. I don't know if I've ever seen a lavender
That's really
sunset,
pretty.
but
I like
I'm doing it
lavender.
anyway. Yeah. And then we're going to throw some purple in there. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's going to look good.
Too.
Where do you usually go out to eat in Fairfield?
It depends.
Yeah?
I mean, when we get pizza, we go to Jordan's in
Jordan's
Norwalk.
Pizza, isn't that nice? Oh, really? I
Yeah.
think I've heard of that too. And isn't there something called like a Firehouse Deli or something?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, see,
yeah.
I've been to Fairfield a lot. You have a lot of beaches. And I mean beaches like with sand. You know, because people like to say that all the time. So I'm talking about beaches with sand,
With sand.
not with paintbrushes. So we're finishing up here. We still have a ton of time. I'm so excited. And I think we're going to be lifelong friends after this. It's so fun to meet people. I love to talk to people. And yeah, did you know my husband is trying to grow the largest pumpkin in the Guinness Book of World Records?
Really?
Oh, yeah. And so he loves it. It's 600 pounds, we think, right now.
Yeah, it's in their front yard.
Well, that one we picked because he has to pick it. It's very hard. It looks like heroin addicts live in the yard because he shoots those things up with needles and steroids. So I don't know what the neighbors are thinking, but the pumpkin says it all. It's crazy. And then Abbie, we're thinking we're going to ask the baseball team, don't you think, to move it? Because who else is going to move it? You know, I'm not going to pick that thing up. Get a hernia. Yours is gorgeous, Maeve. Now I'm going to start to put the black, and I'm going to show the girls what I'm going to do. Well, I think I'll go down a little bit more. I'm going to put a little more yellow down here, maybe some orange. Yellow and orange, or red and yellow make orange.
Wait, what two colors?
Okay. I'll try not to hit the mics. See, it's nice having directors. Oh, the girls try not to hit the mics.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know, right? This is the first time. So mine's a pretty cool sunset. I like it. I like theirs too.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
It's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, Joe. I love it. It's so fun having a nice cameraman, Joe. And the girls, he wants to see your paintings too.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
boy. I'm not done
We're
yet.
getting
I gotta have
close.
one more color.
Now get it all the way down to the line,
I know,
girls, as
so
fast
bad.
as you
I'm
can,
adding
and then we're
another
going to put the black. That's good. Okay, we can keep painting. So I'm going to start with the black, and I'm going to show the girls what I'm going to do.
All right.
But you know what? I say that Jamoki, Abbie, all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they all get mad when someone's better at art next to them, and I'm like, this is art.
I don't
it's
really
not
care.
math. Yeah, you can't
I just
copy.
do what I want to do.
Yeah, she doesn't care. What about you? You have an art teacher?
Yeah.
She's picky, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like those kinds. I'm always an art teacher. Like, I taught a lesson today,
Yeah.
and 2 kids said, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, don't. You know?
Then
You can
don't.
still get an A. And they were like, what? I'm like, yeah, just don't do it. I want my own creation. I'm like, okay, do your own creation. I don't care. But, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you have to do the project that we're all doing. Otherwise, you know, you're going to get an F. I give everybody an A. Oh, isn't it great? Everybody gets an A. Because you know what? How can you grade people on their artistic ability? A behavior can be
All
a
right.
problem. Yeah.
I'm ready for the
I'll
black.
give you a B if you
I'm
throw
ready for the
something
black.
across the
So
room.
red.
You're ready to do the black? Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing,
Okay, you just putting the black at the bottom.
I'm doing the black. I might do a black line in the middle. I'm not sure. You do whatever you want.
I don't think I'm gonna put black.
And then these are like famous paintings. Oh, People love to call. I want the Sea of Rocks on.
Mine's like a
okay.
brown color.
I gave the Sea of Rocks to John Olivier. He was on Inside Edition. Yeah, now I don't know what he works for, but I love him. He's like, oh, you sent me Sea of Rocks, Sea with Rocks.
Okay, time
So
for
fun.
black. Ooh.
And our last episode was Doulos. Oh, can you believe I named it that? But it was because I had a photographer on. I had nothing to do with anything else. I think I'm going to put this here.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm putting some of this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put
Keep
a little
the black
rocks over
one.
here, just like Sea with
Mine's
Rocks.
so bad.
And then, girls, I kind of go like this.
Oh,
I'll show you. I kind of go like this, so it looks like there's some,
Grassy
grass
grass.
and stuff growing up out of here, see?
I'm going to lift this up because it's going to go on the canvas.
And you can do what you want. And you know what? At home, if you're going to do a sunset, you can do your own. It's so fun. I love it. I'm going to do some grasses coming out of here.
Gonna hold my
Oh,
canvas.
Joe wants to see your pictures, so show them
Okay.
up. Show them up nice and high and tall. And I'm still just doing the grass. Now, don't forget. Oh, a little bit longer, he said.
Okay.
sorry.
You don't mind. We love it. We love it. Now, on Wednesdays, do we have professional development day? Like, do you have a half a day?
I don't know.
No.
At Jamoki, every Wednesday, which is tomorrow, the kids go home early. They have a half a day.
What?
That's
I know.
not fair.
Well,
That's
I
almost
bet
like
the parents
not
don't
fair
like it.
right there.
You never know.
Mine's really sparkly.
Making some grasses coming up. Sometimes you can switch, get a different brush, because I have them. I have
Yeah.
these brushes here.
She has so many brushes at her house.
I've
There's
got
like
so many brushes at my house. Yep.
500.
Cannoli's probably walking around with one right now. Yeah. So the hamsters get loose, and then they walk around. Abbie, did you know that one of them, my daughter, opened up her drawer with her clothes
Oh,
in it?
yeah.
And the hamster cannoli was all in the drawer. I had to wash everything in that thing because I'm like, ugh. And then, yeah. How about your brothers? Did they play any sports?
Mine?
Yeah.
They play baseball.
Baseball, like us.
Yeah, baseball.
Oh, they do? Did they ever go to that World Series thing? What do they call it, Abbie, when they go down to Cooperstown?
I don't
What's that called, Joe? What's that thing called, Joe, when they all go to Cooperstown? Hall of Fame, the World Series?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Yeah. No, we didn't do it. We couldn't afford it.
We were never American League.
No?
We were always national.
No, we couldn't afford that thing that you have to pay a whole pile of money to go. I mean, it's not tons, but it's like your whole paycheck. You know? As a matter of fact, I went to whole paycheck the other day, and I said to these two ladies, I'm like,
Bad.
you are rude. I couldn't
gotta
believe I
pay the
said it.
back.
It's the year of the backbone.
You know, but it's.
Have you ever been to Whole Foods?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it fancy?
Yeah.
The customer service I got, sorry, Stacy, but it was pretty bad. My friend Stacy's in charge of the whole thing. So let's show the painting. We have a minute left.
All right, mine's basically done.
And we're just going to hang out. We're going to finish ours, so don't think that ours is done. Because we can do whatever we want.
Mine is good.
I love it. Do the black now.
right.
Perfect. She's going to add the black now.
I'm gonna blend my colors more.
And then since Abbie is going to get a painting, Abbie did a painting with me at the baseball field. Do you know that? Remember that? You were like
Yeah,
7 or 8.
I had purple tips.
She had purple tips in her hair.
For Relay for Life.
And I said, Abbie, get over here. You're going to paint the rest of the painting. And everybody was like, Dawn. I'm like, what? She's doing it.
I'm good at
She's doing it.
painting.
Yeah, she was like 10 and her parents owned the painting. So when
It's in our hallway.
it's in the hallway, and then her mother has a bunch of her father's an electrician, Maeve. You call her Maeve.
Mavis.
Maeve.
We should
Her
call you
husband's
May for short.
Maeve's cute. Maeve's popular. I don't know if we have any Maeves in our school, do we?
I don't think so.
No.
What do we like to call you, Maeve?
Maisie.
Maisie.
That's cute.
We got 15 seconds. This is so great.
God.
Yeah. Girls, do you want to say anything to the camera before you leave?
Not
You can
really.
say, this was so much fun.
This was so much fun.
So much fun.
So much fun.
And we could come on again another time. Would you do
yes.
that?
Yeah.
I could have the same two girls
Thank
on
you.
again, and it would be really fun.
We could paint.
So remember, we are closing down, and fist pump. I have hero, fist pump, hero. Awesome girls. So when you're complaining about everything, every day, all the time, think about these two girls that went through an awful lot at a very young age. I didn't have to do that. So thank you for coming on. I'm so excited. We're just going to finish, and he's going to